with your feet parallel to each other, let's just start working with the breath. So inhale, reach your arms up. Just have your hands nice and wide apart and reach back. And exhale, release your hands down. Now take your elbows right against your ribs, and with your palms facing up, just reach your hands to the side and just notice how that opens up the upper chest when you do that. And just lean back, just to open your chest to the sky. You just open up to these possibilities and slowly release down. So take your hands forward, and again, take your hands to your side. So you go away from the midline, hug your elbows in, open your chest up, and exhale. Just draw your hands in toward each other. And again, spread your hands apart, spread your fingers apart, open your chest, and exhale. Take your hands together, bend your knees, and do the same action. So as you bend your knees, take your hands wide apart and just feel how you can open the chest and exhale, release. We'll do that one more time, just with with a lot of power, almost like you're lifting, 10 pounds in each hand or something. You're trying to lift up to really engage your bicep. Draw your hands wide apart, open your chest, and just kind of notice how you've got so much curve here. And just by moving the arms, you can get even more curve by opening the upper chest. Exhale, release your hands. Pause in Tadasana again. Let's pause and interlace your fingers. Take your interlaced fingers up and reach over to get a nice stretch through the side body. And inhale, come back up, reach, interlace your fingers the opposite way so that we can reach to the opposite direction. Reach your thumb away from you as you expand through the side body. And come back to center. Bend your knees. Take your elbows alongside your ribs with your palms facing up. Hug your hands in toward each other. And as you start to develop this nice strength in the spine by taking your thighs back, take your hands to the side, open your chest. And now, as you open your chest, reach your hands back this time. Now straighten your legs. Keep your hands wide apart. Just open the chest. Exhale, release your hands down. Let's do that one more time. So with your hands forward, as if again, they've got weight in them, so that you're kind of lifting them up. Bend your knees. Take the tops of the thighs back so you get that nice curve. Take the hands wide apart as you hug the elbows in, open the upper chest. Now keep that, straighten your legs as you straighten your arms and reach your arms back. Nice opening. You're just opening with this nice power of intention. You planted the seed and you open up. As you come to the front of the mat, inhale, reach your arms up again. Exhale, bend your knees to take your hands to the top of the mat or to your shin bones or to your blocks. And inhale, look forward. Exhale and soften down. Begin to come towards straight legs. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. Take your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Take your right hand to the low back and inhale, expand and rise up. Exhale to soften down. Place both hands to your shin bones again. Let them glide up with the in-breath. Exhale, draw down. Take your right hand to the outer left shin. Take your left hand to the low back and inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Go a little bit deeper into this twisting action. Come back to the center with the hands right at the shin bones. Inhale. Rise up. And exhale. Just soften down. Bend both knees. Place your hands right above your knees. With bent knees, lift yourself up. With your arms to your side, like we are doing, draw the hands away from each other. So you're really exaggerating these curves of the spine. Now slowly start to straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and reach back. Nice opening of the upper chest. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, come down in a forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shin bones. Lengthen and lift up. Exhale, bend both knees. Plant your hands alongside your feet. Step your right leg back. Come to a lunge position. Place your hands right above your left knee. With your back leg strong, take your arms out to the side. Inhale, open your chest. Take your hands back. Reach your hands up and back. Exhale, release your hands down. Step back to a plank position. Now lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, take your heart forward. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, pulse up. So you're pulling your hands back toward your feet as you rise up, as you reach your heart forward. Exhale, soften down. And one more time. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale, soften. Come back through all fours position to downward facing dog. Just allow a nice in breath and out breath here in your downward facing dog. On the next in breath, reach your right leg up to the sky. Open up nicely. Release your right foot down. Take your left leg up. Reach it farther up to the sky. Release your foot down. Walk your feet up to your hands. Place your hands to your low back and rise up. Take a nice in breath and out breath in Tadasana. Soften your facial muscles. You plant these seeds, you have these ideas. You give them power just through your intention. With your eyes bright, inhale, reach your arms up and back. Exhale, come down to the forward fold. Inhale with your hands on the shins. Lengthen out, lift up. Exhale, place your hands alongside your feet and step your left leg back. Take your hands right at the above the knee to balance yourself first. Rise up so that once again, with the elbows hugging in, with the palms facing up, we just open up, take the hands wide. From there, reach your arms up, straighten your arms, reach your hands back. Exhale, take your hands down to the mat. Inhale, come to a plank position. I mentioned to you the Shivananda style. And in that style, to work the back bend so nicely, they take the knees down at this point. From plank, the knees come down. You keep your pelvis up, but take your heart right between your hands. So it's a strong back bending gesture. From here, move your heart forward and lift yourself up. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And in the same way that we just did, lift your right foot up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. It's a 1 foot lifted downward facing dog. Lift the foot a little bit higher. Open up nicely. This time, bend your right knee. Now look over your left shoulder. See if you can see your right foot. Release your right foot down to the mat. Inhale, take your left leg up. Lift the foot high. Bend your left knee. Look over your right shoulder. Find your left foot. Release your left foot down. Walk your feet up to your hands. Take your hands to your low back. Hug your elbows in and lift yourself up. Once again, Tadasana. Come down to all fours position. And in all fours position, have your hands as wide apart as your mat is. And with your hands really wide apart, claw the mat nicely. Press your fingertip tops down and the base of your fingers down. Move your shoulders forward of your wrist creases. Lower yourself down to the mat so the spine stays relatively neutral as you do it in that way. Press your hands down and pull them back to reach your heart forward. Exhale and soften down. Take your hands now aligned with your shoulders so that hands are in this fingertip top position. Look at your elbows. They should be right over the wrist creases. And just do what's called this kind of drunken cobra here, the drunk snake. You're just kind of moving yourself side to side as a way to kind of refine and get the shoulders, just to refine the shoulder action and get them a little bit juicier, get them moving nicely. So the fingertip top position allows your shoulder blades to lift. You can hug the shoulder blades in as you just kind of move side to side in this kind of drunken manner, just moving side to side. The elbows can move forward. And as the elbows move forward in this drunken state, just kind of notice how that just kind of gets to a different part of the neck muscles. And slowly release yourself down to your belly. Place your hands alongside your ribs. And on the next in-breath, rise up, lift yourself up to all fours position. So now we've worked the shoulder blades and we've worked the back muscles to be a little bit more flexible. So let's try that Shivananda style cobra again. So as we come to all fours position, look back so that your feet line up exactly behind your knees. Take your shoulders forward. Keep your pelvis lifted. Bend your elbows so that your heart comes down toward the floor. Now, once you reach the floor, draw your heart forward. Pull your hands isometrically back with the fingers clawing. Reach your heart forward and exhale, soften down. Do that again. Come to all fours position. In all fours position, remember, we did a lot of work on making sure that the base of the hand is not pressing. You want that little sliver. Remember the little peephole that we were trying to get with the hands, really working hard. We can make sure that the wrist creases are not bearing down so the carpal tunnel issue doesn't pop up here. Claw the earth nicely. Make sure your feet are lined up nicely. Draw your shoulders forward. Keep your pelvis lifted as you draw your heart down right between your hands. So your pelvis is lifted, your heart is on the floor. It's definitely an awkward pose. And draw your heart forward to inhale and rise up. Exhale, come either to downward facing dog or child's pose. And as you pause here, you reflect these different styles of yoga that bring so much. So much. These different teachers have have created different styles, planted different seeds to really create a lot of innovation in different styles of yoga. And in this one, we find how it just really stimulates the back muscles so much in the Shivananda style. So breathe in deep and breathe out long. In whatever pose you're in, downward facing dog or child's pose, how can your breath kind of create even more fullness, like more nurturing for that seed that you've planted, that idea that you have? How can you, just through the breath, express that power of intention?